Hello friends, welcome to Eto'O Soccer. Hello friends, welcome to Eto'O Soccer. My name is Delali Frank and this is News Daily where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. So in today's edition, we are going to start with James Kwesi Appiah. He has reacted to the draw that I brought to earlier, which is Ghana being the same group with Sudan. We'll talk about that details and what Kwesi Appiah has actually said. And then we'll look at Black Stars legend Augustine Ifo, who has also reacted to the draw. And he himself is not a bit happy with the fact that Kwesi Appiah is working with the GFA and then working as the coach of Sudan. I will also tell you what I think about it, and you also need to let me know what you also think about this Kwesi Appiah and all that. You're also going to talk about Mohamed Kudus. Kudus has signed a new partnership with a US brand, a US football manufacturer, a sports kit brand. We look at the details of that because it used to be with Puma. We look at the details of that, and we also then move and talk about other conversations which involve Samuel Eto'O. He's a free man now. There's good news for Samuel Eto'O, and I'll tell you why there's good news for him. So today's video is going to be an interesting one. If you enjoy what we do here, make sure that you hit on the subscription button. When you're done with the subscription, hit on the like and the notification bell so that any video we post, you'll be the first to see. When you're done, let me know what you think in the comment section, because at the end of the video, I am going to give some few people shout out on the platform. Without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's news. Brilliant. So I'm going to start with James Kwesi Appiah. Kwesi Appiah, after the draw has been announced, has officially commented on the draw. Remember, I brought you an update that Ghana has been paired in the same group with Kwesi Appiah after CAF announced the draw. So CAF announced the draw today. The draw was actually held today, and Ghana happens to be in the same group with Sudan, Niger, Angola. Sudan, Kwesi Appiah is the head coach of Sudan, and that means that Ghana will obviously meet Sudan, and Kwesi Appiah happens to be a worker of the Ghana Football Association, and I'm going to explain. Kwesi Appiah is a member of the Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association and happens to also be the coach of Sudan. After that, Kwesi Appiah has said this in an interview with Tere Sports. He said, I've always said there are no minnows in football now. It's very important that any team that you meet, you prepare very well and make sure you have the right team to try and win the match. Personally, I also think and hope Ghana and Sudan qualify in that group. For now, I think that's what I can say, and wish both teams the best. That's true. Like, that's what he can say. Like, he wished that Ghana and Sudan qualifies from that group, but when it comes to he choosing one, and I think that's where people have questions. Like, when it comes to he choosing one, which country will he choose? But there will never be an option for him to choose one. It's more of the two teams going to play football and who wins. And I have this question: does Kwesi Appiah's job as does Kwesi Appiah's job as the executive member of the Ghana Football Association directly affect the performance of the Black Stars? That's my question. I don't know the definition of conflict of interest in your books, but for me, if Kwesi Appiah's job as the executive council member of the Ghana Football Association doesn't directly affect or impact the performance of Eto'O, I don't think he has done anything wrong when it comes to the two national teams playing. If, assuming executive council member, he goes to take a job like Black Stars management committee member, that one there, he's directly involved in the day-to-day running of the Black Stars. But the executive council member, your job, apart from sacking the coach and holding him accountable, I don't know. But let me know what you also think about it. But personally, I think we just make case out of nothing, because there's no way Kwesi Appiah as executive council member will have an influence on Eto'O. And even if he's having an influence on Eto'O, then that means that's like interference. That's what we've always been saying that we don't want in football. So assuming we don't like that, the fact that the FA president is involved in the Black Stars activities and in football, how then do we have a feeling that Kwesi Appiah, who is an executive member, should be influenced or should be influencing the decisions that the coach will be taking? So I think there are two different coaches doing their job. The thing is that they will meet, because Eto'O has worked with Kwesi Appiah before in 2014. Definitely they are going to meet again, and let's see how this thing goes. Right. Another thing is Augustine Ifo. He himself is not happy. I think he also granted an interview with TV3, and he's not happy with what has happened. And he said, strangely, he's a member of the executive council of the GFA. I have always had an issue with this since he was appointed as coach of Sudan. I said it several times. I said it several I said it I said it sev- I said it several times asking, what happens if Ghana meets Sudan in qualifiers? It is here now. I don't know whether we can call it a conflict of interest or not. I have never heard that an executive member of a nation is a coach of another nation in the same qualifying continent. Yeah, that one they been see that. But let's isolate the case, in my opinion, and I think I've said it. Like, honestly, I don't think Kwesi Appiah's job in any way affects Eto'O and what he does. Right? This Ghana Sudan game, Kwesi Appiah's assistant, Ignatius, is a Ghanaian. His goalkeeper trainer is also a Ghanaian. The coach, the current goalkeeper trainer for the Black Stars, Fatah Dauda, is a former goalkeeper trainer for Sudan. This Ghana Sudan match, do you think CAF really should I give you that match? But anyway, let's talk about Mohamed Kudus. Kudus has signed a deal with a US brand, a US manufacturing brand called Skechers. Skechers is a brand in the US. They are kit manufacturer. They manufacture sportswear, sneakers, boots, and currently they announced today that Kudus has signed a partnership with them and he has become an official brand ambassador. Currently, they have sporting brands like Hurricane and then Zinchenko of Arsenal, and then Kudus has joined them. Kudus used to be with Puma, and I know he's a Puma athlete, but he has moved from Puma to this brand. Others are saying he has moved from Puma, a very known brand too. But when it comes to branding and especially kitting, especially boots and those things, it's not about the brand, it's about the amount of money you are making from the deal. Because boot, anyone you wear, yeah, you can play the match, and every match you can change the boot. So like the same boots that you are wearing, that's what you're going to use for your matches. And the boots, yes, it affects you, but they can always customize the great one for you to use. So most of the time, so it involves the money and how much you can also earn as a player. And one thing I like about Kudus is how he markets himself and he makes himself available in these promo and things. Honestly, if there's any Ghanaian player who is very close to possibly winning as Ballon d'Or or getting closer on that conversation, it's Kudus. It's because of his personality. Because recently I brought you an update on his signing with Techno as brand ambassador, and today he's doing it. He's very available, visible, involves himself in other conversations apart from football. Look at what he's been doing with Stoneboy. Shatawale also went to do a show and he also went to visit him. Like, he does that, involves out, like, and that's one thing I like about him. He's very accessible, very available, and building a solid brand, an all-round brand that I am really happy that he's taking these things into consideration. It's very good. Let's talk about one last story and then we'll wrap up with it. It's about Samuel Eto'O. Remember, Eto'O has been in the news for so many reasons, like proper drama. There was a point he has problem with the Cameroon government and the sports minister. They want to bring a coach that is not him that has appointed the coach. So many drama. He has also been accused of being autocratic. He has recently been accused of bringing his friend, which is Rezo Beksong, as the coach. Finally, he was accused of much manipulating and corruption, so many things. He was under the radar, and then CAF disciplinary committee called him for an open, proper investigation. After the investigation, CAF says that there's not enough evidence to convict him for much manipulation. However, he has been found guilty to have seriously violated the principle of ethics, integrity, and sportsmanship as provided in Article 2, Paragraph 3 of the CAF Statute by signing a brand ambassador contract with company One Expert in exchange for money. He signed it because he thinks he's a former footballer and a legend, so he can go ahead and sign and make such decisions. But CAF believes he can't do it. But the good news is that CAF didn't find him guilty of the match manipulation, because that one there, like, they go commot him, like they will take him out as the president of the Cameroon Football Association. But fortunately now, Eto'O will continue to be the president of the Cameroon Football Association, but he has been fined of an amount of 200,000 US dollars. That's some solid money from CAF. So Eto'O is a free man. Today we talked about Kwesi Appiah, Eto'O, Mohamed Kudus, Augustine Ahefo, and a couple of others. Let me know what you think. Do you actually believe that this Kwesi Appiah move is conflict of interest? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Anyway, my name is Delali Frank. Until we meet again. Bye-bye for now.